let's move on. What is string and string buffer? String and string buffer, string builder. These are the three classes we use to create a string, right? But what is a string and string buffer? A string class is immutable. That means you cannot modify the string. String buffer class is mutable. That means you can create a modifiable strings. You can modify the same string. It won't create another memory. String is slow and consumes more memory when you concat too many strings. So when you're joining string 1 plus string 2 plus string 3 plus string 4 like that, and it consumes a lot of memory because every two will join and one memory will create the output. Another one more like that, it will be more objects will be created. That's why it consumes a lot of memory by string. String buffer is fast and consumes less memory when you concat strings. Okay, so that's why concatenation you can do with the string buffer, it occupies less memory. String class also overrides the equals method of object class. So you can compare the contents of two strings by equals method. String buffer class doesn't override the equals method of object class. So that's one. And also, what is a string buffer? Let's see that. So let's dig into more. What is string buffer? A string buffer, as I mentioned, is used to create a mutable strings. The string buffer class in Java is same as a string class, except it is mutable. It can be changed. Same string you can modify. The string buffer class is a thread safe. Multiple threads cannot access it simultaneously. So it is safe and will result in an order. So important constructors about string buffer is the default constructor, string buffer with the string str, string buffer int capacity, and these are the three things we can use this string buffer class. And append method. So the append method is so there are a lot of methods, but the most important one we'll discuss. Append is used to append the specified string with this string. The append method is overloaded, like append, you can character, boolean you can append, integer you can append, float you can append, double also you can append. So it is used to insert the specified string with this string at the specified position. The insert method is overloaded, like insert int char, insert int boolean, insert int, insert int float, insert int double. These are the different types of so methods you can use. So we have a replace method. So replace int start index, int end index, string str. It is used to replace the string from specified start index and end index. You can do that replace. So particular range you can replace. Delete. So delete also, you can delete the string from specified start index and end index. So always remember, end index is excludes. Start index is inclusive. So reverse method you can use to reverse the string, and mostly people will ask reverse the string, but without using this reverse method. So that's the kind of questions they will ask you. Again, you have a caret method to get the character at the specified position. Length method, substring methods you have. So these are all things you can use along with the string buffer also. Let's go and practice this, and then we can create other some programs, string programs. Let me show you that. Recent, I got one interview question without using. I'll tell you while explaining the programs. The first one is string buffer demo. So all string methods will do in this program. So first, what you need to do, you have to create object for string, right? That's what a string buffer, not string. Create object for the string buffer class. So string buffer is equal to new string buffer, and we can give so Java. Okay. So SB dot, you can append, first we'll append it. So first print this value, okay? What the SB contains. SB value is, so it contains Java, that it will print Java for you. It will print Java for you, Java value. You can append, first you call the append method. This append method, what it does, it appends the given string. So append is basically SB dot append. You can append anything, integer or character or a float or a string. What I am appending is string, right? Let me append the string. I'll use WebDriver. So SB value after append method. After append method, into that. So SB, and you can print this. The Java WebDriver you will get. See that? Java WebDriver. Same string we are modifying. First it was Java. When I append, same string is modifying. See, we are not storing any other variable. That's a new object is won't create. Same memory will be reused and value will change. The value you are changing, string value you are modifying, but a string object is not like that, right? So you are trying to modify, you're trying to call some methods, you'll get a new string object. That means new memory it will create. But here it is not like that. So that's the difference between string and string buffer. String is immutable. We cannot modify the same string. If you try to modify, a new object will create for you. But string buffer, we can modify the same string value. It won't create another object. Next one is insert method. Insert the specified string in a given index. So you can see sb dot. I want a space, so that what I can do, I can insert integer offset, give integer offset in the given position after a fourth index. So 0, 1, 2, 3, fourth index, I want a space. I'll give the space here. See that? I'll give the space. Now, so see the SB value now after insert method. See that? Insert method. So next one is, we have to use next method, replace. Replace method, what it does, it replaces the given string with a new string. So replaces the given string with a new one. Okay, so that's a replace. SB dot replace. See that? So in the given index, start end index in between, what you want to replace, this in this range, this will be replaced. I'll replace Java, that means 0 index until 4. 4 is the one which is excludes, end index will be excludes always. I'll give Python. That now I'm replacing Java with Python. Now SB values. So now SB value after replace. See Python WebDriver. So before it was Java WebDriver, right? Now it replaced with the Python. So that's a replace method. Now we can call delete method. Next one is a delete method. So deletes the string in given range. So start index, end index, in between it will delete. So delete. Say delete method. Start and end index you give, it will delete. So where you want, which one you want to delete. So maybe we will delete a WebDriver. Let's delete a WebDriver. So WebDriver starts with the fourth index, even a space also I'm removing. Okay. And end index, you need to count. Python 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, 5. 6. We need to start with 6. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 we have to give. If you give 16, the end part also will be deleted. So see that. Now SB value after delete method plus to Python. Okay. So Python value is that. So only Python left, remaining all are deleted. The space also I counted. That's why only Python you have. So that's how we can work on this. Any questions?
No, sir.
Any questions?
Nothing.
Yeah, these are the methods we need to focus. So now let's write the programs. String programs. String programs. They are interview programs. Basically, mostly asked questions in the interviews. Most of the times asked these questions. So check given string is palindrome or not. That's what you need to check it, right? So that's a question. So we need to target. So let's see how to write this. Public static void check palindrome. So check given string is palindrome. You take any string, okay? So how can you do this palindrome? So this is all about string palindrome. We have seen number palindrome, right? So did you remember number palindrome? What is meant by palindrome?
Same number tilt.
Reverse also.
22.
Reverse also is same number. It will come.
Same number.
Yeah. So here also similar. Here string palindrome. So if you reverse the string, you should get the same string. That's a string palindrome means. Okay. So any doubts here? So let's see how to do that. So first this string. So I can do many ways this one, but let me give you one way. And two ways I'll give you. So the interviewer what he asked also I'll try to give that. So first one I'm declaring one string reverse equal to. So nothing. So I'm not reversing anything. For loop, you have to use a for loop. So I need to start with the last character int I equal to. So how can you get the last character? Str dot length -1. If you do, you'll get a last character index. So I greater than or equal to 0 and I minus. You have to reduce one by one. Then you do reverse plus str dot caret of. How can you get each character? Caret of I. So last character you will get first time and it will append to that, keep appending, and I'm adding here. So then you compare. If reverse dot equals method you have to call. So given str, if it is same, then you can say given string is palindrome. You can just print the reverse only. Else you can say given string is not palindrome. Okay, so this is the one you just call this method. So palindrome string, let's see that. So we can give one is simple, we can say madam is a palindrome, right? So say that given string is palindrome. We give different one. Suppose I'll give so development. See that this is not palindrome. This is not a palindrome. See, it reversed it. It's not a palindrome, right? So initially we are given development, but it's reversed. If you reverse, it's not getting the same string. That's a palindrome. But is there a way to improve this? Yes. So let me improve this. What we can do, let me do that. So the other way they ask, so what is the other way? I don't need all these things. So what we can do, this also I don't need. We need to change our loop. I can declare one boolean value, boolean flag equal to true. So boolean flag equal to true. I'll say integer I equal to 0. So I'll start with the 0. So this is the second option they asked. Is there another one without using those things? Can we develop? We can do that. Ngth length method -1 and I++. I'm starting with the first character only. What I'm going to do, I'll compare this one and last character, and then this one and last character. Because madam, you see that both are same. First character, last character same. Second character and last second character is same, right? So whichever is not same, and you can skip out, you can come out. So what we need to do extra here is one more if condition you have to put. So you compare, right? You compare. So str dot caret of. So see caret method, how many times we are using? Caret of I is equal to str dot caret of. So you have to give str dot length -1. So -1 you have to give. So if equal to that, you can say flag as a false. If it is not equal to, you just put not equal to that. If not true, so then you can set it a flag as a false. Then after that, you can print. If flag is true only, so then it is given string is palindrome. So this is a very simple. You can write. Else given string is not palindrome. Is not palindrome. So that's how you can print. If you want, you can print the string plus str. Okay. That so many ways you can do it, but you need to have all the methods in your mind, then only you can do that. The thing here is very simple thing made up. You can give that one. What will happen? First it will come m, so equal to m. So this is false, right? False means it will go up and count will increase. So now it goes to second. A equal to a. So here you need to give one more minus I -1. You have to reduce the one also. You have to come back, right? From last you are moving towards left side. So here From left to right, you're moving. You're comparing both the characters. That's why you have to change this -I. So you reduce always 1. So now this one will compare this one. So next this one, it will compare. So both are equal, right? So then what will happen? So the flag will set false. Then it will, you need to do one more break and break it, right? If your application, so if your condition is set here true and you set the flag false and break it, exit from the loop. You don't want to continuously see that here development. So D and T both are not same. It's not equal. So then it will come, flag will set, then it'll exit. Automatically you can see you don't need a further iteration. So you don't need a further iteration. So you can skip automatically. You can simply say first character and last character is not matching. Immediately you can say you don't need further iterations again. Unnecessary waste of looping, and you can reduce with this break command. It will exit and simply it will say, okay, flag is false, it will come here and given string is not palindromic. So that's what, let's see how we can, it is going to work out. Say given string is palindrome. So let's change this. So simply let's say given string is not palindrome, you'll get, see, not palindrome. So it's, so but you are not reversing here, you are checking. So easiest way and number of iterations you are so reducing. So that's how we can do this strings palindrome number. But they asked this question, so they want this answer, this solution. You don't want this solution. You can do so many ways. Even string builder also you can use here, and append method you can use instead of this. String is costly, right? String is costly. That's why they don't want this solution. So these are kind of questions they will ask, so many questions. And next question we need to do, next program. So we need to check given two strings are anagrams or not. So what is mean by anagram? So what is mean by anagram? So what is mean by anagram? Anybody having idea?
No, sir.
So anagram means, so the characters in the first string, you should use same strings in the second string also, and you can reorder the characters and frame the sentence. But length is same in both the strings. Length should be same. Okay, so let me show you anagram. What is mean by anagram? So anagram meaning, well, just tell you anagram meaning so that we can at least understand what is mean by anagram. See, a word or phrase that is made by arranging the letters of another word or phrase in a different order. So that's anagram means. See, worth is an anagram of throw. Worth is an anagram of throw. So these two are anagrams, right? So this anagram is a word or phrase formed by rearranging the letters of a different word or phrase, typically using all the original letters exactly same. The length is same. So that's what the anagram means. You are rearranging them. See, for example, the word anagram itself can be rearranged into a nag, a ram. So these are simple examples. You can see that you can go here and you can see a lot of examples. So many words are there. See, New York Times, monkeys right. Church of Scientology, the rich chosen goofy cut. So these are the evil, vile, a gentleman, elegant man. 11 plus 2, 12 plus 1. See, restful, fluster. So these are all the anagram keywords. Okay, these are all the anagram keywords. You can check both are anagrams or not. So that I'll explain tomorrow. So how to do this? For this, there are some algorithm steps you need to follow, and easily we can do that. And we are using arrays class, and that methods we are using for sorting all those things.